Hello, hello. Hopefully, hopefully the audio is coming in okay. Hey, looks like it is. Cool. Alright, so we are streaming. Okay, sweet. Well, I'm going to mute myself, just so I don't have to listen to myself talk. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to my first YouTube live stream. I've tried Twitch, and now I want to try YouTube. Alright, so here we go. I say it every time, but I absolutely mean it. I really want to get some music set up just so I don't have to sit here and just listen to myself talk. Alright, so what should we do first? Should we do the background first? I feel like I should do the background first. Yeah, let's do part of the background first. So let me grab my painterly brush. Ooh. And then we'll start in the background a little bit here. But yeah, the thing I'm working on right now, it's not really for anything in particular. Just something I felt like trying out. I am working on client work at the same time, but I wasn't quite ready to stream that yet. That's still... I don't know. It's weird when I'm working on something for somebody. I don't know if anybody else has this. But when I'm working on something for somebody else, I don't want them to see it until it's done. So I'm not going to stream that just because I don't want to spoil the surprise, I guess you could call it. Ugh, even though I hate saying it like that. But it's kind of the truth. I don't want to spoil anything. I want them to see it as it's finished and it's good and everything's good. Low-key, I don't want them to see the 400 years and a million undos it took me to get to that point. If that makes any sense at all. But yeah, so this right here, it's not for anything in particular. It's just a fun little idea that I had that I wanted to try. Not everything's got to be a masterpiece, you know what I mean? Gotta have some fun. Not everything's got to be for work either. So right now, just going to rough in these trees. What we'll probably do is we'll probably work from front to back. So I'll do these front trees first, and then I'll do probably the dragon next, and then I'll do everything behind it last. Probably be streaming for an hour or two. I might finish this on stream. I might not. I really don't know. It kind of depends on how fast I move. So if I take too long, then probably won't finish on the stream. Anyone who happens to be watching, please feel free to let me know if anything's wrong with the stream, like if you can't hear me or if it's choppy or anything like that. I think I'll prefer streaming on YouTube just because I'm more familiar with YouTube itself, and also I think it'll be good to keep all my content in one spot. I don't exactly plan on being a professional streamer or a professional YouTuber from this. I'm just some dude sitting in his room at... time is it 6 a.m. drawing pictures. So I don't really expect anything to really come of it. I'm just sitting here drawing because it's fun. Eventually, I do want to take viewer requests. I think that'd be really fun. But I'm not quite ready for that yet. Namely, because I don't have any viewers yet. As of recording this stream, there are 0 people watching. But that's okay. Gotta start somewhere. If you decide to start streaming and expect to have 1 million followers on your first stream, then you might as well not even start, because that ain't how it works. And I know that. I'm aware of that. Just wanted to come on here and make some lines, and if anybody wanted to come watch me make lines, then they were more than welcome to. Maybe rough up the silhouette just a little bit here. Something like that, maybe. I'm already liking this a lot more than Twitch. I don't know why either. It's essentially the same, but I don't know. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, if I could get some music in here, it'd probably be better, but I can't figure out a reliable way to do that without it either being way too loud or way too quiet. I'm working on it, okay? I appreciate the attempt I was doing there, but that didn't look good. If anybody does stumble upon this stream and they draw, I would love to see your work. Would very much enjoy to see your work. I'm always down to look at other artists' work. I can even offer critique if you so desire. I think that'd be really fun. And I want one tree right here that's naked. It's just branches, you know what I mean? Something like that. I think something like that'll work. Yeah, kind of like that. If I was smart, I would have done these ones in the front first, but I never claimed to be intelligent. Hopefully everybody's having a good morning. I know I am. Just because I get to sit here and draw. As you can see, I'm just kind of roughing these in. I'm not really overly concerned with how detailed they are yet. That's not really what I'm after. So I'm not really concerning myself this early in the game with how perfect everything should look. I'm more concerned with just kind of getting it in there, so that way I can adjust. Like, I'm not really overly concerned with if it looks perfect yet. That's later. Right now, I'm just trying to get everything in place, so it's easier to get that level of polish that I'll be looking for. Right now, I'm very much just roughing in kind of where I want everything to go, if that makes sense. So if it doesn't look perfect, there's a method behind the madness. I mean, it'll never look perfect. I'm not I'm not that good, but you know. Yeah, right now I am just trying to get all of these things in place so that way I can make them perfect later on. Or as perfect as I can. In a way, this is actually kind of a challenge for me. I don't normally draw evergreens, so this is actually a fairly decent sized challenge for me. Kind of surprised I haven't needed to look up a reference yet. Emphasis on the word yet. I'm sure I will. It's another thing too. If you need to look up reference, look up reference. Don't ever be ashamed of using reference. I use reference all the time. And I've been doing illustration for 20 years. I look up illustration religiously sometimes. It's like, how are you supposed to draw something if you've never seen it before? Okay, I think we'll call that decent right there. Now, let's get... I want like a darkish greenish color with a little bit of blue in it. Maybe something like that. Hey, that's pretty good. So we'll rough that in really quick. Again, not that concerned yet about it being pretty. That's later. We're just roughly blocking in, and we'll refine as needed. Don't worry about it too much. You've got a long journey ahead of you whenever you start a drawing, and you should enjoy that. If you're not enjoying it, if you're not enjoying the process, then something's up. Doesn't mean that you're a bad artist. It doesn't mean that you were never meant to do art. It just means that something's up. Something with your process is making it to where you don't like it. And I hate to tell you this, but the process lasts so much longer than the final result. You are going to spend more time figuring out your drawing and planning your drawing and drawing your drawing than you are looking at your finished one. You know what I mean? So you're going to be spending a lot of time in that phase. And when you're spending a lot of time in that phase, you should enjoy it. Like I said, if you don't, then I would highly recommend looking at your process and figuring out exactly what part of that process is not clicking with you, and work on it. Work on it so it's less of a pain and more of an enjoyable part of the drawing experience. That would be my recommendation. Because me, I love the process. There are parts of it, obviously, that I prefer more than others, but for the most part, I enjoy almost every part of the process. If I had to pick one part of the process that I'm still working on to enjoy more, is the writing process. I'm currently writing and illustrating my own book, and I gotta tell you, the writing part is the worst. For me personally, all I can think about when I sit down to write is like, oh man, I wish I could just draw the pictures right now because I can see the pictures in my head, but it's like, no, it's not a picture book. You gotta make sure that you get words on the page too, dude. Okay, so something like that. Now I want to get a lighter color. Maybe something like this. Hey, that might work. I want it to be cool. And then just pick out some spots that you want to get glowed up a little bit. Don't overdo it. It can be really tempting when you're in this phase to overdo it. Don't overdo it. Do what's necessary, not everything. See, and I think that's all we're gonna do for that right now. I think we'll come back later. And we'll do some more if we need to. But yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Just relax, Just relax and enjoy the process. Don't worry so much. And you'll find that your pieces will come together a lot better. I do want to get this sky settled. I had this idea that I wanted the sky to be this like peach color. I want to see how that looks. See, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Wanted the sky to be this kind of peach color. Now what I want is to achieve like this sort of sunrise or sunset. It doesn't really matter. Just sun either rising or setting in some way. See something like that. I think that'd be cool. And it matches. That's something about lighting. Make sure your lighting matches. See how I've got light hitting these sides of the trees? So ergo, the light should be coming from here somewhere. If I had to put the light over here, then this lighting would not make sense. Your lighting needs to match. So we'll roll with that for now. I like that a lot, actually. So we'll keep that. We might darken it. We might lighten it. Who knows? Not all that worried about it yet. Let's draw this dragon. I really want to draw a dragon right now. So we're going to grab these, put them in a group, name them foreground. Trees. That way I can turn them on and off if I need to. See, like right now I'll turn them off. Let's go ahead and grab our inking brush. Put it to black. Put this down to about 10, I think. And let's just chill out and draw a dragon, shall we? My favorite part right here. Drawing characters. I've always loved drawing characters. Always told myself I wanted to be a character animator when I was a kid. Like the old style Disney ones. Only to find out they don't even do that anymore. By the time I was in college, they'd almost completely phased out traditional on paper animation. That was very disappointing for me. I do still have a dream to do my own animated film. I think that would just be so dang neat. But that is a lot of work, and I would 100% want a team for that. That would just be too much of an insurmountable task for me to complete on my own. I could probably do it, but it would take years. Take years and years, and I just don't know if I'd be able to keep my motivation up for years. I don't know. And plus, like, I think projects like that are more fun when you've got more people working on it, you know what I mean? Maybe not a ton, but like a small team of even like 5-10 people. I think that'd make a really fun project. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite part, drawing characters. It's just so much fun and relaxing. We'll do the neck with color. I don't think we need to worry about doing that. Yeah. Close them off, see where the trees are. Perfect. Okay. Just do a few beauty passes here. I'll do this too just to add a little bit of texture because I usually don't feel like drawing individual scales. I think that's enough. Okay. Let's drop some color on him, shall we? Let's check off sample all layers. Okay. Select, modify, contract. 2 pixels. Get some of that. Oops. Make sure you're working on the right layer. Okay. I only did that just so I can kind of differentiate where the trees stop and end. Now, for the fun part. Create clipping mask. I'm thinking I want a greenish dragon, like a greenish yellow. Like that. That's what I'm thinking I want. Then I'm thinking the eyes, we want them to be like a really neat looking orange. Like that. Let's check on sample all layers. Okay. Select, modify, expand. Yes. There we go. Then his teeth. I want to make his teeth a darker color. Select, modify, expand by 2 pixels. I was thinking of making him like a dark color. Something like that. His horns, the same story. I was thinking about making them dark. This might not be dark enough, but we can always change it later if we don't like it. I think it's dark enough for now. Okay. So let's grab that green, make it a little darker. Maybe put some blue in there. Go in. Color in these bags under his eyes. Oh snap, his eyebrows. Not a problem. Something like that will do. As far as his neck goes, I was thinking like a yellow color. And I was thinking it could do something like that. That's where having things on its own layer comes in handy. Won't let me fill it for some reason, but it's okay. We can just paint this by hand. I'm not that worried about it. No fear, no stress. And remember, we still have that clipping mask on, so we can really make that brush big. Just really fill this in. See, I'm liking that. Liking that a lot, actually. Do you think we can go back in with the black ink? Bump that down. Go to our line. Just add a little nuanced bits just to kind of, you know what, I don't like that. I don't mind that, but I don't like what I did there. I like it a lot. Cool. Let's get these little bumpies on his back. Bumpies, that is a term. Let's go ahead and grab these, select, modify, expand. Maybe we'll make the horns and them a little darker. Like closer to black. Maybe like down there. That. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. You know, we'll keep the horns lighter. I think it looks better that way. Okay. We'll hit Control S to save. Awesome, awesome, guys. Hell yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on to the background. Shall we? Might put some clouds in too. Haven't really decided that yet. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream so far. So let's go ahead and grab all of these assets. Just like we did with the foreground trees. Put it under dragon. Oops. Maybe not everything. There we go. There. Now we can turn him on and off as we so choose. Okay. Now for this, I'm going to try out something a little different. Normally I'd go in by hand, but we're going to use the polygonal lasso tool. See if we can achieve what we're looking for here. I like it. And we're going to grab this color. center. And we're going to turn up the lightness just a little bit. Turn down the saturation just a little bit. Make it slightly more blue. Like so. Then what we can do is we can come up here. Grab some of that, grab this. Do something like this maybe. Digging it. And then we'll do the same thing again. Except this time on this side. Except this time they'll be much smaller. You'll have to pardon my breathing. I'm a little congested. I've been quite sick recently. And something like that, yeah. This one we're going to make much closer to the sky color, because it's much further away. Whoa. Lost signal there for a second. That was odd. Here I did mess up a little bit, but we can fix it. Check off sample all layers. Select modify expand, yes, delete. And this one should actually go under that. And then for this, just do this, go under here, grab some of this, put some green in it. Yeah, sure. Actually, I like that better. Initially, I was going to have a river going through, but I feel like it takes the focus off the dragon a little bit, so I think we're going to leave it like that. I think that actually looks better. Okay. Alright, same business we did last time. Do something like that. Sure. Let's grab Do some light cloud work. Behind everything, I'll get some of this. Go down here. Just to kind of finish off that story. Now let's go back to what we were doing here with the clouds. So we want to grab sky color, a little darker. I think we need to turn down the opacity. Because even clouds are solid objects, when they're thick that is, and should be treated as such. Weirdly enough, I'm not liking the clouds. I actually kind of like it without the clouds. Damn. I really wanted to do some clouds, too. I don't know, it's like whenever I do clouds, the scenes I always pick to do clouds, they don't need them. It's weird. And then I'll do a scene, and I'll be like, damn, that really could have used some clouds. Into... the... into the unknown. Okay. Alright. Now, I want to do some shadows on the dragon. I wasn't going to initially. I was going to leave it flat, but I feel like I should do some shadows. So, let's go ahead and grab him. Move this up here. Get a nice dark bluish color. Grab our brush. Oops. Just smack in where we want some shadow. Just thinking something like this. Something that really celebrates the shape of his head. Soft light's probably the winner there. Now we'll clean up a little bit. Maybe you're not dancing on your own. Maybe just the tippy top of his head's got a little bit of light left on it. Yeah. I feel like that should be more like this. These little ribbed spike things on his back. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Turn it down just a smidge. Don't want it to be too extreme. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. What do you guys think about for the text? Should we leave it like that, or should we try... I don't know. Should we try a different color, like maybe white? I actually kind of like that. Okay. One more thing we can do that I think we'll call it good before I end up doing too much is we'll get a vignette going. Sorry about my phone going off. For that, all you need is a nice dark color. Just, oops. Needs to be a little darker. Yeah, like that. Oops. Something like that. I think we'll call that good. Thank you guys, everyone who showed up for the stream. I really appreciate it. This stream will be archived on my channel for anyone who wants to watch it later, and I'll probably do a speed draw version of it being uploaded here pretty soon. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have an excellent evening, and I'll see you guys on the next one.